gets him down to 120. This is an unlikely finish, but it is possible. No longer.
First to 6 to go through to the quarterfinals. The winner to play
95.
Michael Smith or
Nathan
Van
Van
Veen.
120.
So an early chance here for Noet.
55.
The radar, it's slightly off for the Asp.
72.
And this for the opening leg.
Treble 16 will be the route. Now double 12. Very nicely done.
Danny Noet.
Little 14 darter for Danny Noet to get things underway.
Danny to throw first.
Yeah, everything seems to be coming so easily to him. And he seems entirely unfazed. But this is pretty good from Noppy. A second 180 of the leg. And he'll get a chance to make it 3 consecutive breaks unless Nathan Aspinall can reel in this one. And that's not going to happen.
Needs a treble, you think?
94. Danny require 84.
How they get a dart at the bull, let's see. Ah, he won't. Right on the wire. That wasn't 3 breaks of throw at the start of this weekend's Dutch Darts Masters. We've been to a dozen countries already, but it's now a big part of the calendar, isn't it?
134.
Certainly is. New event added in Poland last year with big crowds turning out for that. Back in Madison Square Garden in New York City as well this year. Nathan, of course, did win one of these events, the US Darts Masters, when it was in Vegas. That was his debut.
Mandalay Bay, wasn't it? Here comes Noppet again. Well, immaculate timing. It's fair to say Aspinall is in more than a spot of bother here.
Well, the best couple of legs of this match have come from Danny Noppet, and they've come against the Asp throw. 12 darter to win leg 3. This for a potentially 11 darter. And Danny Noppet is playing very efficient darts here.
Aspinall will know that. But sometimes it just doesn't happen.
55.
Well, it looks for Nathan Aspinall like the only consolation for this evening is that he's given a first airing of his lovely new dart shirt. That's not really going to be much consolation for him, though. That leaves Danny Noppet potentially 2 darts away from victory and taking out the first of the 8 PDC stars.
98. Danny require 85.
With Aspinall on 207, that's the way he's going to go. Good thinking, good dart, great finish, great performance from Danny Noppet. Nathan Aspinall just was not at the races.
On reflection and possibly watching it back, he would have thought, well, I've pushed the then world champion to a deciding set. You've got to take the crumbs sometimes.
Well, he actually kicked off the tournament, beating Stowe Bunce, the American, the very first game.
And he was fancied.
He was fancied. But hang about. Kevin Doots has gone back-to-back 180s.
Is it going to be like buses, Dan? We wait a while for one and then get them in consecutive weeks.
Littler hit one in Bahrain just last week. Kevin Doots, on his World Series debut in just leg 2, goes 7 darts into the 9.
More importantly, now it's all about winning the leg and
60.
Going
Kevin,
too clear in a race to
52.
6. You've not got time here to almost warm into it. Double 16 for a 12 dart hold to back up the 14 break
20
in leg 1.
Peter Wright only had 3 visits to the board, but he is languishing.
54.
Struggling to get things right. 2-leg lead. Can he just thread one through there?
16.
Well, he could, but somehow he's not found the double.
I always look at those things and often wonder, if you ask the player to do that and not hit
42.
the double, how many times could they actually do it?
Peter Wright on a bogey number in the end there. Kevin Duke's given even more time to get over the line.
And a leg that, if he wins, we'll put him halfway there.
100.
He just looks so comfortable, doesn't he? That doesn't look like there is anything that could really go wrong with that throw.
Well, you certainly say that about Peter Wright, and yet look what's happened over the last 12 months.
100.
Not enough to leave a finish. Dukes once again has time on his own throw. That leaves double 14. Oh, lovely stuff, Kevin Dukes.
Kevin Dukes.
Yeah, and there is becoming a theme, isn't there, with with the players that actually go through the levels. They all seem to look like they're going to become absolutely rock solid pros. And in the case of Luke Humphreys
129. Kevin, you acquire 121.
big time winners.
Oh, he'll get a chance. 11 segments. Now it's the bullseye.
96.
He's getting chances in every single leg, Kevin
Peter, you
Dukes.
acquire 72.
Could well be 5-0 up, maybe 4-1 up. Peter Wright can't find double 6 or double 3.
Game
Oh,
from the 5th
brilliant.
leg. Peter
He was
Wright,
in
6th
all
leg
sorts of
into
trouble there.
purpose.
Several times over. Treble 19 for double if he wants to go that route.
40.
It's not ideal, but once again we're in a situation where Kevin Dukes has got loads and loads of time, because Peter Wright has allowed him that time.
85.
I'd have thought 16 and tops
Kevin, you acquire 56.
to wrap it up convincingly down 6-2.
Match start. Double 10.
46.
2 missed
Peter,
by
you
Kevin
acquire
Dukes.
80.
Peter Wright should be minimum 1 at tops from here. Well, he missed low a couple of times, and it was an
Kevin, you
overcompensation. It
require 10.
allows Dukes back to the board, and that might be that for Peter Snakebite Wright. Kevin Dukes
8.
keeps on missing match
Peter, you
darts.
acquire 40.
It's the hardest leg to win, Dan. Especially, like you say, for an experienced young player to get the scalp of a former 2-time world champion.
30.
Bizarrely,
Kevin, you acquire 2.
can he win it on double 1? A match of this quality.
Dukes, there it is, sing the crowd. It's a 6-2 win on his World Series debut.
You know, warming up for night 1 in Cardiff, and so far we've not seen too much from them, have we, with Aspinall and Wright, but I think that may well change here with Gerwen Price. We shall see.
You don't want to be going into a very tough campaign against the elite players in the sport when you're just off the boil, which is where I see Nathan's game, and more so, not necessarily Nathan's game in a whole, but more so Peter Wright. You start getting thumped in that Premier League and you're looking up throughout your campaign, and of course there was plenty of noise made. Did he deserve that place? A lot of people were calling for Dobie to be in instead of Peter Wright. Well, that's a beautiful opening leg, isn't it?
Just to stay in it, Bergh. There you go. As Price pushes his average up to 107.
And each time Dimitri sort of
86.
looks to find a way in, Gezi Price puts him firmly back on the ropes.
100, meter require 132.
Real showbiz shot this one, bull double 16. Still leaves a finish of 107, but he needed the treble 19.
64, Gerwen requires 78.
Sure, you could have seen the bull anyway.
No, I didn't. It didn't look particularly appealing.
4-0.
Game's on a full
Without
play.
a shadow of
Gerwen
a doubt.
prize. Fifth leg, Gerwen to throw first.
Super smooth. Everything looks like it's on the end of his throw.
When the first dart went in, you kind of knew the next two were going to follow.
We both put a 1 down. Followed by an 8 and a 0.
Really good adjustment
25.
after the first dart into the single 5. So pressure on Bergh again on his own throw. As Chris mentioned, no point breaking if you can't follow it with a hole.
73.
Single 14. And he's been mustard on tops.
He's on the 6th leg.
What a reply.
Gerwen prize.
12 dart, break a throw.
7.
That says it all, doesn't it?
108.
Well, he'll keep fighting for sure, but surely Gerwen Price isn't going to lose from 5-1 in front, is he?
Might lose this leg.
When you're 5-1 down, it's footloose and fancy free, and we fancy a 9, I wonder.
134.
Kevin in the previous game threatened one. He went 7 deep.
He's responded. Fair play to Dimitri.
60.
Credit where it's
Meter
due.
require 46.
He's averaging near on 102.
He's on the 7th leg. Dimitri Barneveld.
Yeah, he looked very, very good and assured. Maybe not to get over the line, but to get to the winning line, he was solid.
Let's leave it handy. That'll do. That'll do very nicely.
31.
Match point.
And he's maintained this 100-plus average throughout. 104.25 currently. Well, if that's your last visit, take a bow.
36. Game. Shot.
Yeah, superb performance from Gerwen Price throughout. An average of 103.5 from the Welshman.
140.
Michael Smith was in Bahrain, of course, last week. Lost out in the semi-finals.
58.
Only last leg decided to Michael van Gerwen.
Despite only averaging, was it 90-91? Just because he could.
The legend
Van Veen was on
Raymond.
320, had no need to, but Michael Smith doing the right thing, standing back.
Well, that's really odd from Michael Smith.
Yeah, I mean, he held his head, didn't he, as soon as he threw the dart, because, well, I mean, I'm going to say normally, but he is one of the best counters around.
It's a complete lack of concentration there. Michael Smith had switched to the 19s. He would have a shot here of 167 at the very least.
58. Genuine Choir 107.
Unlike the bully boy, that. Okay, that's a fortunate miss. And he could be taking advantage. Double top to break straight back. Can Van Veen. A couple of combination finishes in this game. Yeah, visibly exasperated, but under the surface he will be raging. This will not improve his mood, because that is a max to leave 170. Can Van Veen has given himself a slim opportunity of clearing 350 points in 2 visits to the ball.
134, genuine 170.
Ooh, now then. I love his reaction.
145. Michael, you're 153.
He's playing, yeah, but he's key for me as well. He's enjoying it. Having a bit of fun.
63.
Could be about to make it 3 legs on the spin.
Double 8 again to tidy up the 25 again. And that is a carbon copy of the previous leg. Can Van Veen has now won 3 on the spin.
That European Championship semi-final when he threw it away against James Wade, he just crumbled. Couldn't handle the pressure, but
130.
it's all part of the mechanics of getting to the top, making sure all the pieces fit together and work at the same time. Well-oiled darting machine, and that's what Van Veen is aiming for. But he should win the match here.
Yeah, well,
71.
the Michael Smith darting machine
48.
needs a serious dose of WD-40 here, because he has not looked like the world number 3, and he will not be looking at a quarter-final spot. Because Van Veen beats the bully boy by 6 legs to 3. It is another Dutch victor in Den Bosch.
We'll certainly keep this pretty much capacity crowd over. There's over 2,500 in here. Well, he didn't have to wait long, Dan, for the first max, and another indication of where the Rob Cross game is right now.
90.
It's a different dart for Barneveld.
Rob, you require 81.
Another look in a moment, and they certainly don't look like the ones he used in the Worlds.
Oh, 11 dart start potentially. Double 6. Is there? 12 darter from Rob Cross. Statement of intent.
$140.
Look at those numbers. This shouldn't even be a match. Never mind, 3-3.
Ooh, this is a little move from Raymond van Barneveld. His first maximum of the match, and he's on an 11 darter. And all of a sudden, double 7. Another miss from Cross, and Raymond van Barneveld could go into the lead improbably.
How many times have we seen it, Dan, over the years, a match like this, with a man being totally outplayed, just somehow finds a way to win.
Oh, went the old treble 18 route first, didn't work out.
100. Raymond, you require
nice use of the board.
160.
1 treble required. Can he find his way over that? No, he can't.
100. Rob, you require 61.
61, it's got to go. Now, I'll be amazed if he goes 25 for double 18 with his record on it in this match. Although we are stubborn.
Well, it won't be double 18.
It'd be close.
Yeah, just next door. If this goes in double 18 by accident. No, there we go, double 4. And a reaction from Rob Cross.
What's Barney got left? Ideally, he needs to fill it. And he's 2/3 of the way. It's just not quite enough
Rob,
with
you require 170.
Cross on 170. Well, we've now got to factor
60.
in
Raymond,
the
you require
nerves because
136.
of where we are in the match.
96. Rob, you require 110.
Well, Maximin will get one dart at double. It was enough in the last leg. Double 16 to go back in front, one up and one away.
Games on the ninth
Rob
leg.
Cross, who could not hit a
Rob
double
Cross.
at all in the middle part of the
Tenth
game,
leg,
has just
ladies and
taken out
gentlemen.
combination finishes where he only gets one dart at double.
'57. Raymond, you
leaving
require
himself a little vulnerable.
156.
And this man has probably done this more than any other player, taking the 156 out.
100. Rob, you require
For the match.
104.
Is it going to be a third combination finish in a row? Can he find his way through? He doesn't like it. He's moving left, so he's looking at the top section of this treble 18. It wasn't a bad effort.
51. Raymond, you require
56.
56.
To take us to our last leg shootout of the night, and then it sails. He has no issues on the double 18.
And then incorporating the bullseye if he only gets a single. Well, this has got a little bit messy, hasn't it?
44.
He's down to a two-darter, but he should have been better placed than that. Raymond van Barneveld, there is still hope. There's still a chance. Oh, there's a real chance now.
77. Rob, you require
What an
96.
incredible shot at any time. Never mind in a last leg decider on home soil. Well, can he hit double 18 this time? He's got two at it, but this time it's to win the match.
It has been his nemesis in this game. Double 9 to save it.
87.
Rob Cross has come unstuck on one of his favourite doubles on the board in this match, and Raymond van Barneveld to win a game he had no right to win. Barney does it in Den Bosch. The Dutch fans cannot get enough of it. Somehow, Raymond van Barneveld has snuck past Rob Cross.
They started with a 180. Just flicking off the barrel.
100.
Leaves 60.
Dirk, you
But he,
require
I mean,
170.
genuinely, it is one of the great stories. He seems to have his feet
93.
firmly on the ground as well.
Luke, you
and
require
just
60.
taking it all in, enjoying it, having fun. Oops, that'll do for one.
Game
That'll
on
do
the
for
first
two.
leg. Luke Littler.
1-0 it is to
Second leg,
Lukeller.
Dirk to throw
Yeah, he
first.
seems to take everything in his stride.
Game on.
He's the days of Bristow's domination in 84, 85 and 86, Taylor's
27. Luke, you require
double-decade
170.
domination. MVG had that dominant 4-year period, but
130.
listen, let's just win one first, and then we'll take it from there.
Well, I said all along the kid can play. And boy, can he ever.
9. Luke, you require 40.
Tops to double his lead.
Game
There
shot
it
the
is,
second
followed
leg.
it beautifully.
Luke Littler.
Makes it look
128.
easy, doesn't he, when it just does. Of course, Luke
So annoying.
Littler, chosen at 16, making his Premier League debut in Cardiff against Luke Humphrey, who's
Next Thursday.
135.
17
Luke,
years
you
of
require
age in the
80.
Premier League. One dart,
Well, how much of it can he see?
40.
so a chance here,
Luke, you require 87.
unexpected as it may be for Dirk van Dijvenbode. Maybe a shot at the ball. Oh, it's not even that. Well,
23.
that's really poor. Then he's threw the last one away. What on earth is he doing?
Well,
Luke, you require
first
40.
and foremost, I think he's lacking confidence and belief in his own game.
Games on the fifth leg. Luke Littler.
it's just the interest across all age groups, and you know they say that it has no barriers, and
it took us back to when we only had 4 channels.
Yeah.
44.
I mean, far from his best here. 89, shabby from Lukeller, but a lot
99.
coming back.
Yeah,
isn't
when your opponent's averaging 83,
56.
89's more than enough. And the finishing is at 40% and some.
Lukeller, 8 flag,
So what a way.
You know, he was on everybody's shortlist. It's just all gone a little bit Pete Tong for him.
'93.
Yeah, I mean, it's
96.
when you've reached major finals as well. I mean,
60.
and it's not good to see. But I mean, apart from his shoulder problem, I think he's also got to sort it out in his head, in his focus.
Another one of those. Double 18.
Well, there you go. What a way to win the game. He started with a 180 with his first visit, and he finished with a 150. Well past the Indy fringe stage, Dan.
57.
So 132 for Luke Humphreys.
'27.
My oh my.
And you require 130.
27 from the world champ.
Well, that wasn't close to where it needed to be. That wasn't much closer. He gets the last start right.
You require 105.
Cool hand. Still looking at the top. Nice open bed and finds the target. Shocking attempts in the previous visit. Pretty much perfect in the next. Yeah, quite a few has happened. It was the very first event of the year. In his second game of it, he averaged nearly 120. It was like he's trying to prove a point.
56.
But a poor visit from Wata. Took out 105, Humphreys in the opener.
Oh, double 16.
72.
Sailing past it.
96.
Good dart. Good guide.
60.
Nope.
Luger requires
If you're going to beat Humphreys over 11 legs, you've got to take the chances that come along. And that's why. 3-0.
Humphrey.
Including 2 breaks of throw. It's plain sailing for Humphreys in Den Bosch thus far. In the 8th leg to seal victory.
He's going for it, is he? He
99.
went for the treble 19 that would have given him the option of going for the bullseye, but takes a big chunk out of it. And Jermaine Wata
100.
at the minute, he's just not offering a great deal. Double 4. Luke Humphreys is just strolling through this game.
60.
Real concentration there from Humphreys, but unable to find the treble that would have got him to a finish. But Jermaine Wata, even when it's getting towards the back end of legs and he's in these legs, just not quite doing enough to worry Humphreys. Oh, going there second dart makes so much sense. It's beautiful.
What was it I was saying about those setup shots? Will he get a shot? Of course he will at tops. But brilliant from Humphreys to lead tops.
For 5-0. And another break of throw. Cool hand Luke Humphreys, the world #1, has the darts in his hand looking to whitewash Jermaine Wata. That's the standard darts player line.
But you would believe it.
Well, he's certainly got the capability to play loads better than this. And he showed at the World Championship when he needed an extra gear, he was able to find it pretty regularly.
100. Luger 122.
Does he start on the bull? He does. Treble 19. Would have left double top, but he can set the shot up, which he does lovely. Treble 18 to leave double 12 and a 6-0 win. The
59.
most convincing win of the night.
24. Shot.
Well, there's little doubt that the world champ means business. Jermaine, Wata mean.
So tomorrow, the draws starting to take shape. Then he gets his shape right there. Yeah, it's going to be a repeat of the world final. Lukeller against Humphreys.
132.
Gezi against Doots. You would think MVG against Barney. And then Gerwen against Danny.
Michael, you require 78.
Yeah, so this in the all-Dutch half of the draw. 20 for tops. Plenty of room.
58. Vincent, you require 140.
He's got a shot to hold his throw. He stayed there to try and leave double 17, and it does make sense with the marker dart that he had. It didn't work out, but it made sense.
Bottom corner.
On the second leg,
Certainly
Bergh.
wasn't aiming there.
Vincent looks up in frustration at what I can only assume is some sort of breeze he's detecting. First maximum for MVG. But yeah, he was a first-round loser to Danny Noet when we played this tournament a couple of years ago. Vincent van der Voort actually got through the opening round, beating Gerwen Price.
He's found the range. Back-to-back maxes.
Michael, you require 46.
Double 16. Next door for double 8. That completes a 12-darter. He has won that leg by nearly 300 points.
Going through the motions, knowing that at any point their opponent starts to find another gear, that they have more in the locker.
137.
It's the setup shot that he wanted, Vincent, so he's going to get his first darts at double in this match. Go on, leave double 1. No, decided against it.
24. Vincent, you require 32.
Went for the
Went
for the 54 double 4 route with that final dart with Michael.
He's causing any great concerns. Van Gerwen is more concerned with his own performance.
97.
Again, he's left an awkward number there, Vincent van der Voort.
100. Vincent, you require 119.
Get the first treble, and you still may only get a dart at the bullseye. Now it's treble 20 in tops, and it might just happen.
79. Michael, you require 96.
Not to put it beyond any doubt. Double 18. The 5-1, and that was better. It was a 14-dart breaker throw, and
7th leg,
this
Michael
one
to throw first.
is all but done.
And that can affect you, how the darts feel in your hand and
Yeah.
all sorts, can't it?
Well, put it this way, if you have the choice to be boiling hot or cold, you'll take the boiling hot as a dart player, because as soon as you've got cold hands and cold fingers, you just don't have that feel. You don't feel that immediate
66.
contact with the barrel.
Unless, of course, Stuart Kellett, former Pro Tour player who kept his darts in the fridge before
Yeah,
going.
that's one of the most random things.
84. Vincent, you require 150.
MVG 2 darts away from the match, potentially. Lukeller took this out earlier. Not going to see it from Big Vincent.
60.
Is this the
Michael,
end
you require 94.
for van der Voort?
And they took the 96 out cleanly enough. Double 8.
Okay, shot.
And that wraps it up. Michael van Gerwen sees off his mate Vincent van der Voort with very little trouble.